Hi everyone, this is a recorded session for year 1, okay? Enjoy the session. So tell me, how have you been? Have you had a good week? Did you manage to have a look at the recorded sessions that I put online? Can you give me your feedback? What did you think of it? Was it too easy for you, too hard? Yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Remember, you can write to Miss Fatima or via School Everywhere if you wanted to send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, thank you for all the lovely feedback messages I've been getting about the bedtime stories. I'll continue to do those. Thank you. So for our reading and phonics today, first things first, I want you to go and find a copybook and a pen, because after we do some sounds, we'll be doing some spelling work, okay? So go and find a copybook and a pen, please. Pause this video once you got it, start the video. Okay, so sitting nice and straight with backs nice and straight. So let's start by breathing. Okay, we fill our lungs with air and we inhale, and then we exhale gently. Enough oxygen in our body means we're going to do a quick, very good learning session. Yeah, we need to have enough oxygen in the body. So now let's have a look at the sounds that we've done last week. We've done 2 sets of sounds, and I'm quickly just going to go through them. Repeat after me, please. D. E. Now we're going to look at a new set of sounds. But before you continue watching, you can always pause the video and rewind a bit about the sounds, yeah? Thank you. And another set of sound, 2 sets. This is the first set. My turn. G. Your turn. G. K. K. O. O. Now remember, children, these 2, they come together to make one sound. These 2 sounds are called special friends because they come together also to make the sound K. We'll be looking at that in our spelling today, okay? Yeah, that's the sound I was telling you about. K. Eh. Eh. Ah. Ah. Now let's look at some words that make some of the new sounds that we've looked at today. The first set of new sounds that we looked at were G, O, K, K. There's a very slight difference between K and K, but you will get to learn that as you do more reading, okay? So now, the first sound we looked at was G. Words. Let's look at the picture here. What's going on? I can see that the children are all outside playing. Yeah? Daddy's wearing a green shirt. Yeah? And Chip, that's his name, that boy, he's got a grin on his face. Grin. What does grin mean? Grin means a smile. Yeah? When you have a gentle smile like that, it's a grin. And she's playing a game. A game of tennis. Look. And some other words that begin with the sound g are gap. And there's also dig. There's a g in it. Gas. The gas that we have in the house for cooking. Yeah. Cooking gas. The gas that we breathe oxygen gas. And digs. Somebody is digging with a shovel. Let's look at the next sound. We looked at oh. So what's happening in this picture here? Oh, I think they are somewhere in the house. It looks like the kitchen. So what are the children doing in the kitchen? He's got a box. Can you see the oh in word box? Yeah. And he's wearing an orange shirt. Orange. Yeah. Some other words that have got the sound oh in them are on, dog, nod. What does nod mean? Yeah. Nod is when you agree to something, you nod with your head. Nod. And we have pond. Let's see. Oh, the next sound is cat. And we've got cap, can, and act, when you act out something. And what's happening here in this picture? What do we have here? Where are all these people? Yes, I can hear some of you saying they are at the beach. They're at the seaside. So what's happening? He's wearing a red cap. A cap is like a hat. Yeah. And there's a sand castle. Somebody built a sand castle. Let's see what else we've got. What's the last sound in this book? And the last sound is we have kid. Kid is like a child, like you are a kid. And we have kit and kiss. I just blew you a kiss. And skin. Yeah, your skin. And what's happening in this picture here? What's going on? Oh, we've got a dog who's chasing another dog with a bone in his mouth. Now let's find all the in this picture. We have a park. They're all at the park. And there's a at the end. And that's, like I just said to you earlier, skin. Somebody's skin. And there's a basket. Can you see? Basket. A blue basket. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now let me quickly look at the second book before we look at some spelling. Okay? All right. Here we go. Here in this book we have and r. First sound that we'll be looking at is k. And I want you to pay special attention to these words because they'll be coming in your spelling in a minute. So we have the first word there, duck. And then we have sock. And we have pack. When you pack something, you pack something, you put it in a bag, you pack it up, you're going somewhere, you take things with you, pack. Yeah, and stack. When you stack something, you pile things on top of each other. Like here, I have a stack of books. Yeah, a stack of books. Lots of books on top of each other is a stack of books. Now, have you all got your partners? Turn to your partner and say, that's a stack of books. Okay. Next sound. Egg. Can you see the picture of the egg? Did you have eggs for breakfast today? I love eggs. Men. Lots of men together. Get. To get something. Neck. Tent. Yeah, we're looking at remember? And what's a tent? That's a tent. When you go camping, you put up a tent. Yeah? And what's going on in this picture? Like we've just mentioned, camping. But I don't think they went camping as such. I think they just set up a tent at the back of their garden. Yeah. Yeah, so words that have got the sound in them, we have, what's the color of the tent? Red, that's right. Next sound in this book is umbrella. Can you see the lovely umbrella? And you have up, sun, cap, dust. And what's happening in this picture here? Where are they? Oh, they are at the seaside again. Turn to your partner and say, they're at the seaside again. Now, what words can we spot? Can you help me spot all the words that have got the sound in them? Yeah, we've already spotted umbrella. Yes. And look, mum. That's mum. And we have rug. That's the thing that they're sitting on. It's like a carpet. Yeah? And we have bucket. There's a green bucket. Yeah? Very good. The next sound in this book is rabbit. Yeah? Should we look at some words that have got the sound of r? We have red. And we have rug. We've already looked at a rug. Again, I forgot to mention. Where are they? Oh, they are at some sort of a fairground. Yeah? Like a park where there's lots of rides and children are having fun. Like a fun fair, right? Yeah, look. There's a pretend pirate and children are sliding down and we have the word stripes. Look, she's got a stripy shirt. Blue and white stripes. Yeah? And we have a pirate. There he is. With an eye patch. Yeah? And we have green leaf. It's got the sound r in it. Yeah? And the last sound in this book, actually that was the last sound. Now I want you to go and get your book and pen ready because we're going to look at some spelling. Now, I mentioned to you earlier that we will be looking specifically at the sound, the new sound. Well, we learned lots of new sounds, but we'll be focusing on this sound. Okay? So now, the first word that I want you to write is, I'm going to spell it. When you hear a word, always spell it with your left hand. sound out the word first. Let's sound it out. The word is neck. Okay? Now let's sound it out. N, e, k. I'm going to say k, but the last sound is actually made up of two sounds, special friends, come together to make one sound. Can you write down neck, please? Now, if you haven't finished writing yet, you can pause the video and then check that you got the right answer as Miss Fatima. If you wrote neck like this, give yourself a tick. Turn to your partner and say, I got it right. Okay, now for the next word. The next word I want you to spell is sack. Now let's sound it out first with our left hand. Now, I want you to remember the last sound is our special friend that we've learned today, okay? Now, if you haven't written it down yet, pause the video, write it down, and then turn it on to check that you wrote it correctly, like Miss Fatima, okay? Sack. If you wrote it like that, then give yourself a tick. Turn to your partner and say, I got it right again. The next word I want you to spell is rock. Rock, like a stone, a rock. Now let's sound it out. R, o, k, with the special sound, with the special friend. Okay? Now pause the video, write it down, and then play the video. Did you get it right? Rock. If you got it right, give yourself a tick, turn to your partner and say, I'm on fire. Now, I told you during our live sessions, when you're on fire means you're doing really well, yeah? So, good job. The next word I want you to spell has got 4 sounds. Turn to your partner and say, the next word has got 4 sounds. That's right. And the word is skip. Skip. Now let's sound it out first with our left hand. Skip. Okay? Now I'm going to show you the word now, but you can please pause it, write it down first, and then play the video to check if you got the same answer as Miss Fatima. Skip. Did you get it right? Well done. The last word that we're going to spell today has also got 4 sounds, yeah? So I want you to listen carefully and then we'll sound it out together. The word is tusk. Tusk. Now, do you know what a tusk is? Elephants usually have 2 tusks, yeah? 2 big tusks. They're almost like their teeth, yeah? 2 great tusks. Now, let's sound it out together first. Tusk. Now, I'm going to show you the word which I've written down, but please pause the video first before you look at Miss Fatima's answer to check if you got it right. Good job. Did you get it right? Good job. If you got it right, let's say 1, 2, 3. Well done, me. Great job. Well done. Now, let me see what word we're going to do next. The last word that we'll be spelling today has got 6 sounds. Say, oh my goodness. I know. Sounds a lot, but it's going to be so easy when we sound it out, okay? And the word is basket. Like a basket where we put things in it, yeah? So, basket. Let's sound it out first with our left hand. I need 6 fingers. B, a, s. We can break out. Usually when the word is very long and you think it's going to be challenging to spell, always break it out into 2. And that's called spelling, like into syllables basically. So, and we will have that lesson at a different day. But first, I'm just quickly going to break it down into two. We have bas and kit. Bas, kit. Let's see. The first section of the word is b, a, s, bas. And then basket. Now, basket. Let's see if you got it right. Pause the video first, write it down, and then turn it on to share your answer with Miss Fatima. Did you get it right? Well done, you. Great work. Now, we're going to now move on to our story part. Because remember, in our reading and phonics sessions, we always have some sounds, phonics, and then we do some story reading, okay? So for our story part today, I've got not one, but two stories for you. Isn't that exciting? I know, right? So, two stories. The first, I will read it, and I want you to repeat after me. This is to practice your reading skills and pronunciation skills, okay? So I read and you repeat after me. But the second story, you just sit back and relax and enjoy the story. You don't have to repeat for the second one, okay? So now, for the first story, we are repeating, okay? The story is called Get On. I can see some of you already shouting it out loud. Get on. Get on. Daddy is saying to the children, get on. Get on means go get in the little dinghy. A dinghy is like a little water boat that has been blown up, inflated. An inflated water boat is like a dinghy, that one. Shape of a banana. Daddy said, get on. Get on, Biff. Yeah, Biff is the little girl. Now, I've seen some of you just read like, get on, Biff. No, because there's a comma. Do you see the tiny little comma there? You have to take a tiny pause before you finish reading the rest of the sentence. So you say, get on, Biff. That's what Daddy said. Biff got on. She went on the little dinghy. Biff got on. Repeat after me, please. Now, Biff is on, but now Daddy is saying, get on, Chip. Chip is the boy. Yeah, that's Chip. Chip got on. How many children on the dinghy now? 2, that's right. Get on, Kipper. Daddy said, get on to the third child. His name's Kipper. Get on, Kipper. Kipper got on. How many children now on the little dinghy? 3 children. What do you think is going to happen? Oh no! The whole thing, they all went upside down. They were too heavy for the little dinghy, and they all ended up in the water. That's right. But never mind, they're at the seaside anyway, so it's all right to get wet, right? Good. Do you like going to the seaside? Me too. Now, for our second story, I want you to sit back and relax. And just one more thing, the story that we just read, I want you to rewind this bit of the story and read it again with Miss Fatima, okay? And also don't forget to go to Oxford Owl I gave you the login details for Oxford Owl, okay? I want you to read stories every day. And every new story you read, I want you to read it 5 times. Just like we used to do in school. Do you remember when you were in school? Yeah? Read it 5 times and read it like a storyteller with expressions. Yeah? Okay. So, and this is for the story. For this story, I want you to sit back and relax and just listen. And this one's called Lights. Lights. It's written by Monica Hughes. At night, the sun goes down. We need light to see at night. When the sun goes down, what happens to the daylight? It gets dark, that's right. We need light to see. What are the different ways we can see at night? We can see by moonlight. Yes. We can see by starlight. Yeah. We can see by firelight. When you turn on a fire, you can see around it, right? We can see by flashlight. A flash is like a torch, yeah? We can see by electric light. What's electric light? Yeah. I can hear some of you saying, yes, electric light are the lights that we have in our house. We switch it on. Through the switch, electricity gives us light. Turn to your partner and say, electricity gives us light. That's right. We can see by lamp light. That's a lamp, like a bedside lamp, or you sometimes have it in the sitting room as well. We can see by night light. Good night. Now a night light, some children like to have this in their room, in their bedroom. It's a tiny little light that just gives enough light so it's not too dark. Some children don't like to sleep when it's absolutely pitch black. Are you one of those? I don't mind. In the morning, the sun comes out. Then we can see by sunlight, right? Bright and beautiful. The end. What are the different lights that we looked at? We looked at moonlight, starlight, firelight, flashlight, electric light, lamp light, night light, and sunlight. Can you think of any other light that we've missed? If you can think of another light, then write it down and let's discuss it together when we meet next time, yeah? I hope you enjoyed the session today. Keep on reading until we meet next time. Bye for now. Bye.